What should I talk about though, for real? So what I'm talking about is not why they should listen to the show, but what I'm talking about is what the show is about. Here's the thing that I try to think about.
Yeah.
How can I not be selfish in this moment and in every moment of every episode, in terms of not looking at this person or this guest as somebody that I can extract the most out of. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
In terms of whatever they've been through, or whatever they've done, or whatever they've experienced. In my eyes, I think, okay, well, here are some things that they've done or experienced or shared or whatever, and what they've learned from it. How can I learn from that? How can I grow from that? How can I do what is so hard, which is do what I say, not what I do. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucked up part. I want this to be a space where everybody can come and express whatever, anything, whatever they trying to get off their chest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to be able to use what they're sharing to my benefit in terms of helping me grow. Because I am very deficient in many areas. So, although, or what I've learned is that having the mentality, motherfucker, you gotta show me, then got my head knocked off. You know what I'm saying? Notice, I've been there. I've done that. I got a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's like, all right, now that I've had those mistakes and lessons, it could be much more serious than that. So I don't want to learn by, oh, you gotta show me. Nah, motherfucker, I believe you. You know what I'm saying? I believe you now. Life done made me a believer. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm to the point where I'm a believer, so I want to learn off of your mistakes or what you've been through, and we share it together and go back and forth, and hopefully we can both become or all become better people from it. But ultimately,
you should be recording right now.
Well, I ain't start recording. This is the sentiment that I want to get out of the first episode. Why they should listen, basically.
And that's what you should be sharing.
Yeah, because they going to want to know, nigga. They going to want to know what you going to be sharing, how the content going to be, what's can they say, what can they not say, man, how you feeling about it. Yeah, she right, man. You need to go ahead and just, we can always edit out something, whatever we need to edit out.
Yeah.
I think, right? Or just live and tight word to you?
No. I ain't started recording yet. This is the sentiment that I want. This is the sentiment that I want.
We need to be here.
This shit to be, you know?
Hit that button.
Alright, so basically, so I need to summarize that because that's too long. So I need to summarize
We can
that
always chop and screw.
Right.
I mean, but you know, okay, yeah.
Hit that button.
Thank you. Hit that button. Stop being a little
Hit that. Alright, man. So on you.
Welcome to Rule University. I'm your host, Smitty, aka John Smith. And what is Rule University? So, I apologize right now. I feel like a fucking celebrity right now. I have like 4 different cameras on me, like lights. I feel amazing right now. But what is Rule University? First off, what the fuck is Rule? First off, shout out to every motherfucking rude motherfucker who got some shit running in his veins, bruh. Since BC. That's how much of a real nigga you been. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all my rude niggas across the nation, everywhere. Any GUS. Look it up. So anyway, rude is essentially, if y'all don't know, I'm from Durham, North Carolina. I played football. I went to UNC. And I was a defensive back. So, long story short, each position and each group had a name, okay? And the DBs was the rude boys, right? So that's where it comes from, right? The university comes from my fuck ups, okay? This is what a university comes from. Through the school of hard knock life, whatever you want to call it. But through my fuck ups between pretty much 3 areas that I've been very deficient in, okay? So financial literacy, mental health, and relationships. All right. I've had a lot of struggles in these areas. So the purpose of this podcast is hopefully to have people on who will be a professor. Not only to me, but to anybody who decides to listen. More than likely, about the 4 or 5 people that I fuck with on social media, right? So I want to be able to learn through not only their experiences, but also through just the conversation and just the collaboration of healing methods or whatever it is. I've gone to therapy, I've done meditation, you know what I mean? Shout out to D Wills, one of the guys who first baptized me in this rude shit. You know what I mean? There's so many things that I've been deficient in. So again, kind of going back into it, right? First, financially, I've fucked off a lot of money, right? Credit score has been 500, okay? And since then have grown tenfold, right? But at the time, because liquid cash was at my disposal and because of my mental health was just so fucked up and I was just such a bad person essentially, oh man, I just blew through so much cash. And along the way, fucked up so many relationships. Not only relationships romantically, but family relationships, friendship relationships with some of the bros. Shout out to the bros. But, matter of fact, one of my homies, Society Clothing, shout out to him, BG. Salute to you, man. From Tennessee. Matter of fact, shout out to Gene, my nigga Gino, with your country ass. But yo, the point is that through all of my fuck ups, I want this to be a safe space where not only one, guaranteed you're gonna get vulnerability from me and honesty and transparency, but 2, you're gonna get hopefully an inviting space where you can be and feel that you can be vulnerable and you can share and we can converse about whatever it is, you know what I mean, whatever it is you've gone through, been through, done, any of that, right? So this is Rude University, right? This is what it is. And I don't even want to sit like this because it just does so many bad things for my ego. But this is Rude University. You know, I've probably been thinking about putting this out for probably 3-4 years and was just so insecure and just, oh man. Anyway, finally, I'm putting it out. Fuck it. Y'all fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. We rude. So at the end of the day, if you feel like you got all this shit figured out, man, you got your bread together, you got your relationships tight, solid, you got a solid square foundation around you and people who holding you down, and your mental health is on point, you just where you want to be in life, then please come and be a guest. And teach me some shit, okay? Teach my audience some shit. But on the flip side, because it's two sides to every coin, if you are not fucked up, because I don't want to say that, I'm not fucked up, but if you're struggling to figure this shit out, and you trying to get your finances together, you trying to get out the rat race, you trying to get passive income coming in, you trying to build generational wealth, you trying to mend or repair relationships, you trying to heal and grow, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get your mental health together so you don't pass on traumas to your kids and don't look to your kids to be a savior to you, but rather to be an extension of you and a legacy of you, then be a student. Be a student and come be in this class right here. Come class in session right here. You know what I'm saying? So again, shout out to Society Clothing. Shout out to Your Destiny, Quay, who put together my whole branding. And I'm gonna be posting something new, so y'all keep an eye out for that. Shout out to my dog, my homie, man, Street Sweep, coming through in every which way. And if you know, you know. And not only shout out to Queen B, to the one and only who got this sound together, because I was struggling for a long time. And we're going to go into the whole engagement and the love of Queen B. Vontae. Hey. All right, so again, fuck with me. Rude, we out.
I wonder, is it worth living now? They told me dreams come true once you live it out. I picked up pieces from my childhood in a broken house and heal my soul from the trauma we've been given out. I hear the whispers in the wind under smoky clouds and tell myself once again, I'ma work it out. So much shit can happen, yo, it got me tripping now. Yeah, it's feeling different now. Feel like I'm zoned out, put my phone down, damn it's cold out. Plotting on a rollout, we took our own route, really on our own now. These them winter schemes, plotting for better dreams, cooking flows and melodies for OGs with felonies who've been locked since the 70s. You gotta pray for enemies with jealousy, they only feed off the good-hearted. Just don't bargain, stay in your lane and keep hogging. Know that you a target and gotta finish what you started.